Hey everyone, it's SeaMystic, and I have a pick a card for you. You can choose from the timestamps in the description, or you can choose from the channel messages. We have 1, 2, 3, and 4. Take your time if you need to. Otherwise, let's go ahead and get started. Hey, for those of you who chose group 1, let's go ahead and dive in as mermaids do. So, first for you, I got goose and goat. So goose, the goose spirit animal talks about a missed treasure that you may not be seeing. They also represent finding a safe haven. And goat is about confident steps. Also got the water element for you, number 315, and that's about learning from the past. And 1133, which is about trust in the results of basically things you've been cultivating. And I was getting 7 of Pentacles energy for you also. So let's see what area they want to discuss for your mystery message. Yes, I'm doing this on a painting that I kind of messed up on, so I put some seed rocks on there. My sacral's been going through some activations. I have ADHD. I don't know what you want me to tell you. So let's see what area. All right, oops. So we have the word Lord. Communication, praise, dishonesty. So it's something to do with communication here. I don't know if this is internal, I don't know if this is you or an external person, but let's find out. All right, word Lord. This actually looks like it could be a little bit about you and your external environment, and goes along with the channel messages swimmingly. Mermaid puns always intended. We start with the Wheel of Fortune and 3 of Cups. There's that water. It's like you're at this unknown moment, this unknown point where you don't know where things are going to go from here. And this is in regard to the 3 of Cups. And this is going to be different for each of you. But the 3 of Cups, that's about social relationships, friendships. Some, it could be talking about a third party, but I'm not getting a lot of that right here. But I can tell that this is something that you want it to go positively. So there could be a friendship up in the air. There could be a relationship up in the air, a job. There's a lot of social dynamics that's up in the air, and this is all going to be in regard to communication with the word Lord. So that's your communication style, how you communicate with others, but also conversely, how others communicate with you, and those sort of dynamics that come into play because of the differences in personalities and life experience. I'm hearing what's good for the goose is good for the gander, so you had goose in your channeled messages. So maybe there's an element here of fairness in relationships, and that doesn't have to be romantic relationships, but fairness in relationships. What's good for one person should be good for the other. There shouldn't be any double standards. Goose also represented missed treasure. So again, there's that element of not wanting to miss out on whatever social dynamic this is. And then also goose meant safe haven. So trying to find safety. With the strength card, I do see you trying to find strength to find your place in whatever dynamic this is for you, because you do see it as very fulfilling. We have the 10 of Cups here. There's just this unsettled energy with the 5 of Wands that comes along with it. So it's like you're asking, do I still go for this? Is it worth it? And I think the answer is yes. Or you could even be looking back at, have I made the right decision so far? And you did have the 7 of Pentacles in your channel as well. Your overall energy, though, being the 3 of Wands, you are looking forward to this working out. That's what you're hoping for, I believe. So these are going to be quick messages as I'm getting back into the swing of things. But let's go ahead and move on to messages from the mermaid box. So I just recorded this, and, I thought I was recording it, but I wasn't. So let's start again. Blast from the past. You could be getting communication from someone from your past. Believe in yourself. Say something. So you or somebody is being called to say something. And there's going to be a 180-degree turnaround. There's a relationship imbalance that needs to be corrected. Would you believe it? So if you hear a positive message, are you going to believe it? Or are you only going to believe the negative things? Second chance, you could be getting a second chance. There's a lot of that energy here. You can do anything. That kind of goes with believe in yourself. They're trying to get you to have more faith. You're meant to be happy because you don't believe you're meant to be happy. Deep down, maybe. And you pay too much attention to outcomes, is what they're saying. So when you're looking to an outcome or an expectation, you're projecting into the future, and you're usually basing that off of events that have happened in your past. So it's better to try to stay in that neutral present moment, so you're not projecting out anything into the future or bringing in things from the past, how you expect it to be based on how things have happened to you in the past. So that is and this one I saw hanging off the box whenever I went to put the others back. Dragon energy, so you could be connected to primordial dragon energy. That could be a sign for you. So now, if that resonated, please like, share, subscribe, comment. Anything like that really does help to circulate and support the channel. I do hope to see you next time. Take care and God bless. Hey, for those of you who chose group 2, let's go ahead and dive in as mermaids do. We are going to start with your channel messages as always. What I was getting for this group is that you have spiritual gifts, psychic abilities, things of that nature, and it's generational, so it's passed down through your family line. I also got the spirit animals, owl and turtle. Owls are about facing your shadows and finding wisdom in silence. Turtles, those represent finding a home or being able to make a home anywhere you go. And they have the 13 shapes on their back. So I was getting that you could be a part of the number 13 collective that I pick up on a lot, which is going to be the rebels, the sacred rebels or divine rebels. Also, I got sunflowers, and that represents unwavering faith and always looking toward the light. Okay, let's see what area they want to talk about. Looking for one card for the mystery message, and that was quick. You have the Fire Prince, optimism, aggression. So kind of Knight of Wands energy. So this is going to be probably, well, we'll have to see. This could be you. This could be somebody you're dealing with. I'm leaning toward it's about you and your passions and things like that. For the tarot, Knight of Cups. Speaking of going toward your passions. So your ancestors think that you have all the audacity for not believing in your manifestations. If I was your ancestor standing here right now, I would be clutching my pearls. This is sort of the message that they're trying to send. Do you not know who you are? Do you not know that we've got you? Do you not know where you came from? The audacity that you have right now. I'm seeing a lot of different gifts here, but fire is what they want to talk about right now. And that's going to be all about your manifestation, your potential to create. Some of you could even resonate with being a fire elemental also. I do think they want to remind you of all the gifts that you have. But for the tarot, this could be a romantic connection for some of you. If not, it's something that's really in alignment with your values, something that's like a perfect match for you, that you're worried isn't going to come to fruition. This could even be a relationship with your mother, with the Queen of Pentacles, but it could be a very maternal energy. It doesn't have to be a female. I'm not seeing the issue. So what's the fear about? What's the anxiety about with this relationship or connection or what have you? What is that about? For more answers, we're going to go over to the mermaid box and get some messages. This is going to be a quick reading. This is just me reintroducing myself into doing videos again. So I'm sorry if you feel like it's too short, but let's get some messages from the mermaid box to add more context. Okay. We'll keep it. We have, you are supported with this. Face, don't flee. Connection to animals. Fear of commitment. What do you want? And then it has codependence under there. So you could be codependent on other people's opinions of your life. Rest, meditate, stillness. That was the Four of Swords on the bottom of your deck. Food allergy, diet. Who do you love? I thought that might come out with the what do you want card or message. Moving, travel. Thought so. Also, look at what's triggering you. So this is facing your shadows. A lot of that in here. Divine detour. You got a lot. Block solar plexus. I think that's coming unblocked. Honor your inner knowing. That's again about honoring what you think for yourself and not others. See the truth. Be kind even if people are being dumb. I haven't seen that one in a while. You deserve to be in the spotlight. You're afraid of surrender because you don't want to lose control, but you never had control. Anxiety did, or fear did. Lastly, watching, keeping tabs. So there could be somebody doing this to you or vice versa. So that is what I have for you. If it resonated, please like, share, subscribe, comment. Anything like that really does help to circulate and support the channel. I do hope to see you next time. Take care and God bless. Hey, for those of you who chose group 3, let's go ahead and dive in as mermaids do. We'll start with your channeled messages as always. The first thing I was getting for you was something about emotional authenticity and connections. And then you're not too old. So some of you could be having anxieties or fears about being too old for something. I was getting connections to the dawn or horizon, and I've been getting that for the collective for a few months, well, a couple years. So you could be part of that collective also. I was also getting that you're going to be going on a new adventure. I was getting the spirit animals, tiger and black panther. Tiger talks about being still and listening, and the spirit animal is there to help you with a fiery strength of will. The Black Panther talks about removing your mask and living honestly and authentically. So I thought that was a coincidence with the first thing I channeled being emotional authenticity. And then I got the Fool and Temperance cards. So the Fool, that's all about new beginnings. The Temperance, that's about balance and harmony. So let's go ahead and see what area they want to talk about. Okay, let's see. What area for the mystery message does Source want to discuss? We have the Lady of Lightning. Surprises, sometimes shock, total paradigm shift. Interesting. So let's get into your tarot. Okay, so I thought I should mention the Lady of Lightning. That was a coincidence because the Fool card in your channel, that's all about, that's Uranus energy. That's going to be lightning energy, the sudden shocks. So, well, that was quick. Full card. What did I say? Strength card on the bottom. What are you hiding from? I feel like this group is begging for a release with the channeled and the tarot, and I think it's going to come through as quick as lightning. So in whatever way this release occurs, that's going to be your own personal business. I won't try to get into that right now. I think a lot of you are also looking for a sense of stability and security, and you may end up just letting everything go and just finding your own way, finding that for yourself, because what's been happening has been more like a burden to you, possibly needing that sense of security, like Maslow's hierarchy of needs. You know, you start with security as your foundation, and then you can build up to things like happiness, love. But something's changing quickly, and I think it's you. I don't know that it's going to be external. I think something within you is changing, but that, of course, can reflect externally as well. But remember, in your channel, we had emotional authenticity. So a lot of this could be just you being honest with yourself and others about what you really want. And it's good to show up not just with authenticity, but with accountability. You kind of need both for a successful, healthy relationship of any kind. It doesn't have to be romantic, but in general, accountability and authenticity are both needed. So far, you've showed a lot of strength as far as holding on. Now, I think it's time to show strength in letting go. So let's go ahead and go over to the mermaid box. These are going to be quick messages as I'm getting used to doing videos again. So let's go ahead and go over to the mermaid box for more context on this situation. Messages from the mermaid box. This one was hanging off the edge. See the truth. Hold your vision. See your vision. See the truth of your vision and hold it. Divine detour. Because you could be going through a detour right now with the Fool card. Projection, mirroring. Keep that in mind. Phoenix. So you have that Phoenix energy. Rest, meditate, stillness. You will have a spiritual experience or encounter. Your spirit animal is around you. So that was the tiger and Black Panther. And you did have your overall energy was the strength card with the lion. Okay, lastly, so that's 3 cats. Angels are protecting you. So that is what I have for you. If it resonated, please like, share, subscribe, comment. Anything like that really does help to circulate and support the channel. I do hope to see you next time. Take care and God bless. Hey, for those of you who chose group 4, let's go ahead and dive in as mermaids do. So for your energy, I was getting that there's going to be a break in routine for you, some endings and beginnings energy. And I was getting the numbers 604 and 1138. I'll tell you what those mean in a second. I was getting that you could be part of the collective where I always get something about being in the spotlight, deserving to be in the spotlight, going viral, things like that. And also the spirit animal beetle. So number 604 is about, that number represents wealth and a show of God's blessings. 1138 represents new opportunities and don't be afraid to try new things. The beetle spirit animal represents courage, transformation. It's about regrouping, possibly collaborating with people, and having your antennas up, having your ears perked for information, basically. So now let's see what area they want to talk about. That was quick. You have the River Queen, flow, letting go, natural movement. And it's a mermaid. All right, for the tarot. That kind of came out sideways. There's too many. Oh, these were, never mind. Well, aren't you just a little force to be reckoned with? Not only do you have the River Queen, but you have the Empress that has like a river with her. You have the Emperor, so you embody both energies. You have Temperance, and then you have the Sun. So that's 4 major arcana. Sorry, my daughter came in the room for a second. What I don't know is why the 9 of Swords is attached to the Sun card. We had endings and beginnings in your channeled messages, so that could be what this is here, a fear of a new beginning that's happening, or an ending that's happening that's causing a new beginning is something that you're worried about, it seems. But I honestly don't think you have anything to worry about, as long as you go with the flow, which is what it's asking you to do, and it's what you're showing up as. So as long as you continue to do that and alchemize and transmute the energies that you're going through, it's going to be perfectly fine. And we know the Sun card is the happiest card in the deck, so we just got to get rid of this 9 of Swords that's attached to it. And remember, 604 was a sign of wealth, a show of God's blessings, and 1138 was about new opportunities around the corner and trying new things. And the first thing I channeled for you was breaking out of routines, doing things new, doing something new. So I think that's what you're being called to do in the flow state. So let's go ahead and get some messages from the mermaid box to add more context. These readings aren't going to be very long. This is just me sort of reintroducing myself to doing videos again. So I'm sorry if you feel that they're too short, but it's what I'm capable of right now. So let's go ahead and get some more context from the mermaid box. Okay, that's a lot. We'll keep it though. All right. I don't know what my daughter is talking about in there, but seems important. So we have new perspective. Would you believe it? So would you believe it if something good, if someone was to tell you that there's good news coming, would you even believe that? You will get a divine message. Social media could be important, so there's that going viral, and you should be in the spotlight. Connection there. Money is going to increase. Divorce, separation, that doesn't have to be with a person, that could be with a business or mindset, what have you. Root, be secure in who you are. That's where you're headed. Promotion, raise, so we have another confirmation of an increase in money. Criticism, internal. Could be hard on yourself, or listen to other people's opinions about you. Physical health could be something you're focusing on. Yes, those are signs. If you've had any doubts. Sounds, frequencies could be important. You could be connected to music. You could be clairaudient. You could benefit from things like binaural beats or isochronic tones, listening to things like that. Don't listen to others' opinions. Yeah, listen to the isochronic tones or the binaural beats and not others' opinions. We have a lot of these, I'm sorry, but it's a lot of clarity, I guess. People can only meet you as deeply as they've met themselves. Keep that in mind. You're meant to be happy. Children could be important or somehow connected to all of this, or your inner child. Unconditional love. Speaking of inner child, that's what the purity of a child is, unconditional love. The heart of a child. You've done enough. Rest. So that's another thing. We had, didn't we have one of those messages that said to be still, maybe? Attention to outcomes. So don't pay attention to outcomes. When you're doing that, you're giving energy into the future. You're projecting your own ideas of what's going to happen, positively or negatively. And if it's negatively, you're, doing a self-fulfilling prophecy sort of thing there. So don't pay attention to outcomes and try to be in the present moment, not looking at the past or the future. Just being here in the here and now. What lights you up? So that's what your higher self is asking you right now. So that is what I have for you. If it resonated, please like, share, subscribe, comment. Anything like that really does help to circulate and support the channel. I do hope to see you next time. Take care and God bless.